Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, episode 10 for this series. Last time we left off, we had built the Spiral Slide 1, we built the maze over here. We have paths that are starting to lead off deeper into the island, which is good. The only thing I need to do is I got a path over here and a path in the middle, so the goal is to try to get a path over here on the outside. That'll give me 3 paths that head in towards the middle of the map, which is good. But it'll be a little bit before we actually head off into the center of the map, because there's a lot of landscaping that's going to have to be done back here to make it look somewhat decent. As you can see, the maze is definitely fairly popular. Let's actually bump the max people on ride to 8. I think 8 is a reasonable number, and it'll keep the queue pretty short without overwhelming the maze and making it look stupid. So I'm happy with that. The slide seems to be pretty popular for the most part. Not bad. Merry-go-round is doing pretty well. The twister is not doing as well. Probably have to lower that to $1 to start getting people in there. Everything else has a pretty long line. So overall, not bad. We're definitely doing pretty good. How are we doing on park or ride tickets? So 1,100 that month, 1,000 last month. Looks like we're going to hit 1,000 this month, the month of June. It is the 21st, so $200 in the next like 9 days or so. Yeah, things aren't looking that bad at all, actually. Now, having to have a ride tickets, I believe, was the goal. Ride tickets above 1,000 is going to be a pain. For sure. Pretty sure that was my virus protection that just popped up at the bottom there. I'm not sure if you guys could see that or not. Hopefully not. Hopefully it didn't show up. That'll be annoying if it did. Let's see. Challenge to build a high profit park on this Paradise Island. Monthly income from ride tickets of at least 10,000. That is a lot. But we're going to get there. We did start the research. Or started it back up, that is, once we had lowered our interest a little bit. Let's actually open this window and keep it down somewhere off to the side, or keep it over here actually. Yeah, so we've lowered our loan considerably, which has lowered our interest considerably, and so we were paying about $200 in interest. Now we're paying only $122 roughly. And I went ahead and to kind of make up that difference, I started investing back into research again, just a little bit, not a lot, but enough to keep us moving forward. I mentioned building maybe a hat stall or something, but I don't think that's what something I want to do now. Souvenir stall selling helium-filled balloons. We got one of those. How is that doing profit-wise? 70 cents. Not too great. I might have to get rid of that and move it somewhere where it may be more profitable. I think over here would probably definitely be a better location. I do see a lot of people with balloons. But it's just not making us any money right now. 70 cents is, I mean, profit's profit, but holy crap. Alright, what's something we don't have that people might want? I don't know, we're hurting a little bit on rides here because we don't really have a whole lot of options for cheap rides. You know, we're looking at delving into like more expensive things like roller coasters and the such. And I would like to get another roller coaster up. But I think we're still a little ways from that because, you know, we've got this roller coaster over here and it's doing pretty well. We've got this one over here, which isn't a roller coaster, but I mean, it's pretty much close enough. It cost us pretty much what a roller coaster would cost us. Oh, so let's see. We've got the rings. We've got a lot of water things already. I don't think we need any more water things. We don't have the observation tower, but I'd like to put that more in the center of the park, or at least deeper into the park. We could get more like water slides, or more water slide type rides. I don't know, this is tricky. What's the research looking like? Wooden Wild Mouse. Okay, so it was another roller coaster. How much does it cost to put one of those up? Around 3,600. Yikes. 36.55. Too expensive. Too expensive right now. I'd have to take a loan out, and I'm not keen on taking any more loans out. We've got $1,000 right now. River Rapids. River Rapids would be a good one. Expected the 9th of July. All right, let's wait 3 days then and see if we can't get the River Rapids. I think that would be good. Overall, the park is looking pretty clean. I don't see much of an issue there. Let's take a look and see what people are thinking. Or what they're doing, at least. Actually, no, let's see what they're thinking. Thoughts. A lot of them feel sick. Actually, most of my guests feel sick. It'd be nice to get some type of medical stand or something, put it next to the more nauseating, inducing rides. People are hungry. They think Escape Patch is really good value. Space Rings 1 for ages. Something more thrilling than Merry-Go-Round 1. Escape Patch is really good value. Lots of high queues for such like Space Ring, Fright Flight, Demon Drop. People running out of cash. ATM wouldn't be a bad idea. Overall, it seems like the biggest complaint of the park is people are hungry and people are waiting way too long for rides. Which there's nothing I could really do too much about that. That's just going to have to be the way it is for now anyways, until I get more rides and kind of disperse people throughout the park. Because we've only got 560 guests. It's really not that much. But it's not bad either. More food stands are definitely something we should probably do. Alright, here's the River Rapids. I would very much like to put up some River Rapids. They're very expensive though. 33 for the cheapest. There's actually a spot it would fit. 62. Oh my god. 5,000. It's not worth it. None of those are worth it. 56. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. The River Rapids are not gonna happen. So I guess let's expand the park deeper in. Start working on that. That'll be something we can kind of do. It's not really a ride, but if we're gonna start building some more rides, we're gonna have to start landscaping a lot of this back here, and I need to get an idea for what it looks like. Okay, I definitely don't see why that can't come down. Don't think that'll be an issue at all. So we can go just like that. And we can actually clear out a nice flat area here to put something. Just gotta think what could go here. Yeah, we could put something there. It's gonna be a little expensive to clear all of this out. I think I went too low with that one over there. Oh, I definitely went too low with that one. Okay. Look at that. I already dropped like $400 on just terraforming. I keep saying terraforming. On landscaping alone. That's so sad. It's way too expensive. Way too expensive. It's going to be too expensive to flatten all of this out. That's why I've got to kind of make rides fit in certain areas and then adapt those in a way. So basically, some of these areas I'm going to have to flatten right out, and it's going to be a pain because it's going to be very expensive. But then other areas, like I could put a ride right here, potentially, or some type of ride right here, and then put a ride like up on this hill looming over this ride. You know, we're going to make it all fit. It's not like I'm going to go through and level the whole map. Just like this kind of front part, how the rides are stacked on each other and such. We're gonna make it work just like that. It's going to be a pain, but that's how we're going to do it. I think it'll work out in the long run. I want to do another eating area somewhere in this area as well. Obviously, up here was a really good spot for eating because it's very frequented by guests. I wouldn't mind doing another eating establishment somewhere in this area, maybe draw some guests over this way. Obviously, I'll have to build 2 or 3 rides over here to really pull some people in. But overall, that would definitely do it. That looks pretty good like that. Just spending all this money trying to clean this up and make it look decent. There we go. I already know I'm not going to be able to make this look good without going up this whole mountain pretty much. But I can try. There, I'll just leave that little ridge there. Okay, what do I want to put here? That's the question. I know I want to do food stands somewhere here. Let's grab the pathing tool real quick. Set ourselves up for success. We're going to come down. I think just straight along here might be the best way to do it. What if I went like this, came back up and across and put the food stands right in this area? And I could set up some paths off to the side here for eating. That's a good idea. I see how I could do the food right here. I actually have a really good idea for how to do this part. Okay. And check this out. This is going to be awesome. So here's what we're going to do. It's going to be a lot. It's going to cost me a good deal of money, but we're going to flatten this area out here. We're going to put the food stands in this area. So the food stands are actually going to go right here, which sucks because I got to go through and clear all of this. Literally ran out of money terraforming. Oh, man. Or landscaping, or whatever you want to call it. Terraforming, landscaping. $1,300 in lands. Oh, my God. It's just not cool. Just not cool. It's too expensive. Challenging map. That's what I wanted. That's what I asked for. I wanted a challenging map, and I got one. Breaking my bank on just trying to level some territory out just to put 2 stands in here, which probably won't even make the money back. There we go. A food and a drink stand. That's how I'm going to do this here. God. 1,600. Okay, stands are path. Stairwell down. Okay. I sped it up because I need to make the cash back. And we'll keep it sped up for now. Path. Like this. Stairwell back down. Like that. Obviously, like I said, not perfect, but it does work. So now I got to figure out what 2 stands I want to put there. I don't have the money to do it, but let's take a look while we're waiting for the money to sort of do it. You want another food stand and another drink stand. We've already got drink stall and a sub sandwich stall over here, which ended up being very successful. Okay, balloon stand's gonna have to get moved because it's not making money right there. I'm gonna have to move it to a different area and see if I can pull money out of it. If not, I'm gonna get rid of it and get something else. So what would people want? What do you think people want to drink? Iced tea stall? Maybe. I like some iced tea. Some lemonade's a good one too. Starfruit drink. I'm not sure. I've never used that before. I'm not sure if it's good or not. Yeah, and that's really it. And then the food is cotton candy. I mean, I don't like cotton candy. Too much sugar. It makes me sick. But maybe the guests will like cotton candy. I feel like that's something that people would really like. Hold on one second. I just need to take a look and see who's patrolling, if anybody's patrolling this section. Okay, nobody is, so it's going to be probably this guy, right? Yes. Okay, we got to set him up for over here. Think that'll work. Make sure this spot's getting patrolled because people are already coming over here and puking in these empty paths. There's a lot of people walking this way, so that's not bad. Maybe this will actually start making money. I'm going to go up to $1 for a balloon and see if I can't bust positive through profits. If not, I'm going to move that. Yeah, cotton candy and... what goes good with cotton candy? Lemonade? Cotton candy and lemonade. That's what I'm going to roll with. We're going to see how that does. Oh, here comes the rain. That means we'll make some money on umbrellas this month. Yep, we're going to go cotton candy. 80 cents. Profit per item sold is going to be 50 cents. We'll see how this does for price. Let's just open it up now. See if we can't draw people this way with it. And we're going to go lemonade. 250 bucks, all right. After I place both of these stands, I'm going to wait for $1,000 to tick over so I can pay off another loan. What's going on with that ride over there? Why don't I have a mechanic over there fixing that? Okay, there it goes. Okay, let's go normal speed for a second. Whoa, look at all the people with cotton candy. Okay, maybe that wasn't a bad idea at all. $1.20 for lemonade. That gives us 80 cents profit. That's not bad. All right, we'll take a look and we'll see how these do. Already this is looking at a positive profit. Lemonade, nobody's purchased any yet. We'll find out if we're looking at positive profit or not. However, lots of people walked right over here and bought cotton candy. So this is what's very good about this, is because now we're driving traffic deeper into the park, because people are going to come over this way to get cotton candy. So I'll set up probably 1, 2, 3 rides all around these here, and that'll draw people to those rides. We don't want to get too big. We've only got 572 guests. We want to make sure that there's a proportional amount of guests to rides, so we don't just have rides, you know, sitting around getting empty and not making any money. We're going to actually lower this to 80 cents because there's nobody in line for it, which means people probably are not wanting, or they don't think it's worth the money anymore. All right, how you doing? No money on profit yet. It hasn't been calculated, but $7 for you, so you're getting up there. And how's the balloon doing now that I raised it? Okay, $1.80. That's a little bit better. All right, so we're gonna wait for $1,000 to tick over again, so I can pay off more of the loan. I'm gonna wait to see if I can get an average. I'm not gonna spend too much this next couple turns. I want to see what this averages out to. Is this making any money? 918 actually. Wow. Okay. That's how we're gonna leave that. There's a lot of puke over here. Where's my handyman? Oh, you know what I need to put over here? Benches. I need benches and trash cans. Almost forgot. Benches and trash cans. Let's put some trash cans down first. We'll put one in front of each stall. And one down here. Get some benches. These are right benches? Yes, they are. That will work. I almost thought about putting trash cans here instead and putting benches here. We'll see if those benches and trash cans start filling up. If they do, I'll change it up a bit. If they don't, I'll leave it the way it is. Speaking of trash cans, let's fix some of the broken stuff I see throughout the park. Twist 1 has broken down. Okay. It looks like our security guards are doing a lot better job of patrolling. I don't see hardly as much broken stuff as there was earlier. Very good. These are broken, I guess. I'm not sure when that happened. Okay, other than that, things are looking pretty good. Is that broken right there? Oh, okay, that's fine, actually. I'll leave that. Trash can here and a bench right there. Okay. Alright, things are looking pretty good. Yeah, look at that. We actually drew a lot of traffic over here. People are using the benches, but they're not getting too full, so I'm good with that. There's our handyman patrolling the area. Let's actually grab him up real quick and have him walk this path here, because there's some trash cans and puke needs to be taken care of. Yeah, so we've gone ahead and drove traffic off this way, which is really good. I want to get a ride somewhere in here, obviously. I flattened all this out, which was kind of a mistake because there's really nothing that's going to fit in there. I'd probably have to level one more to be able to actually fit a ride in here, which sucks because it's very expensive. It's probably right there, leveling alone, so it'll probably cost me $400. That's why you can't level like massive hills. Like there's a lot of hills like that on this map, and I can't go through and level them all. I got to kind of make them work. You know, here and there I can go through and level some of them, but I can't go through and level a whole hill. At least not yet, of course. I think eventually we'll hopefully be making enough money that we can, in fact, go through and just start leveling hills like it's cool. But that day is definitely not today. We're still only sitting $1,000. You know, I got to be kind of generous with the food stalls and everything because these aren't going to be what wins me the game. The objective is ride tickets. These don't count. These just count towards food and drink sales. And obviously still going to help us win because we need the extra cash to be able to make more rides, but the focus is definitely rides. I feel like one more ride will put me right above 1,200 and maybe even 13 if I can get one more ride out there. It's just I got to figure out what the ride's going to be. What I actually really need to do, is I need to invest more in research, which means I need to pay more of my loan off so I can put that money towards research. But I need to invest more in research so I can start getting some new rides. Because right now, we just got a new roller coaster. It's not really going to help me that much. The Wooden Wild Mine ride. Cool roller coaster, but I don't have $4,000 to drop on it, and I'm definitely not taking a $4,000 loan out, at least not now, because I'm still trying to wait for my loan to go down. What is this guy doing? Is he perpetually trapped? What is going on? He's bouncing back and forth. He's stuck. Is that not his path? It is his... Interesting. It is his path, but he couldn't actually get to it. Interesting. Something to keep in mind then. They could actually get trapped like that. I hope none of the other ones are trapped. It looks like the rest of the park's really clean, so I'm just assuming that would explain why this wasn't getting cleaned up here. He was actually stuck and he couldn't get away. Is he still stuck? Do I have to make more of this actually his? Nope, there he goes. We'll see if he actually comes down here and makes it out safe. But yeah, that's actually really interesting to note that can be an issue. But the rest of the park, if you take a look around, it's looking really, really clean. So I'm going to assume that having 3 guys to go through and clean the park has made a huge difference. Lots of people over here getting cotton candy. We'll take one more look at these, see what the profit is looking like. Lemonade stall, $9 total profit. Pretty good so far. $14 total profit for the cotton candy stand, which means both of them are making us money. Both of them are being successful, and raising this 10 cents didn't do anything. So I think we're going to delete this next episode and build a new one. However, we are out of time. I do hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.